It's October 24th. You're looking out the window, there's frost on the grass, the leaves are almost gone, and that little nagging voice in your head is screaming, I missed it. I'm too late to plant my garlic. You look over at your neighbor Gary's house. His garden is perfect, of course, tucked in, mulched, and his garlic. Gary probably planted his on October 1st, by the book. You saw him out there, and here you are, with a couple of garlic bulbs on your counter, feeling like you've already failed next year's harvest. Here's the hard truth. If you go out there right now, into that cold, damp, 40-degree soil, and just stick a regular, dry, sleepy clove of garlic in the ground, you're probably right. You are too late. You'll get a mediocre harvest, if you're lucky. You'll be planting a dormant clove into a cold, wet bed, and you're asking it to wake up, fight off rot, and establish a root system before the ground freezes solid in just a few short weeks. It's a race that plant is going to lose. You'll get small, sad bulbs next July and wonder why you even bothered. But what if I told you there's a hack? What if I told you that Gary, with his perfect timing, is actually missing the real secret? What if I told you there's a way to plant your garlic this weekend and all but guarantee a monster harvest? A 3-day method that completely bypasses the risk, eliminates the waiting period, and gives your garlic a head start so powerful it will explode with growth next spring. I'm about to show you how I'm planting my garlic this weekend, and why this last-minute method guarantees me a harvest that blows Gary's by-the-book bulbs out of the water every single time. Hey there, garden friends. Welcome back to Serene Green Gardens, where we prove that a huge harvest doesn't require a huge budget, or, as it turns out, perfect timing. If you're new here, you've just found your people. We are all about smart, simple hacks that give you massive results. We don't follow the old, stuffy rules. We find better ways to grow. And if that sounds like your kind of gardening, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button right now. I'm going to be updating you on this exact garlic patch all winter and next spring, and you are not going to want to miss the results. All right, let's get into it. The number one mistake late-season planters make is planting a dormant clove. Think of that clove as a sleeping bear. You're putting it into a cold, wet cave and hoping it wakes up and builds a house before the blizzard hits. It's not going to happen. We are not going to plant a sleeping bear. We are going to plant a bear that's wide awake, has already had its coffee, and is holding a hammer and nails. We are not going to plant this. Holds up a dry clove. We are going to plant this. Holds up a clove with thick white roots already sprouting. This is the 3-day hack that changes everything. And all you need to start is a plastic bottle and a head of garlic. Now, before we get to the bottle, we have to talk about your garlic. This is critical. You cannot use this hack with that sad, papery white garlic from the grocery store. Do not, under any circumstances, plant grocery store garlic. Here's why. First, most of it is a soft neck variety. It's grown for its shelf life, not for its flavor or its size. It's not designed to survive a tough northern winter. Second, and this is the real kicker, it's been treated with a sprout inhibitor. They literally spray it with a chemical or gas it to prevent it from sprouting. You are trying to plant something that is chemically engineered not to grow. Third, it's not acclimated to your climate. It's probably from California or China. It has no idea how to handle your winter. You need seed garlic. And right now, on October 24th, your best bet is to go to a local farmer's market this weekend. Find a local grower, Look for the hard neck varieties. Names like Music, German Red, Spanish Roja. This is the good stuff. It's acclimated to your area, it's bred for the cold, and it's bursting with flavor. Buy it from them. You'll be supporting a local farmer and getting garlic that actually wants to live. Okay, you've got your good hardneck seed garlic. You've got your 2-liter bottle. The hack begins. Here's step 1. You are going to prepare the garlic, but do not break the head apart. I repeat, do not break it into individual cloves yet. We are going to wake up the entire mother bulb at once. Just peel off the loosest, driest, outer paper layers. You're just tidying it up. Step 2. You're going to give it a haircut. This sounds crazy, but trust me. Take a sharp knife and trim just a tiny, tiny bit off the very top pointy tip of the head. You're just barely trimming the paper? You're not cutting into the clove? Why, this is a signal. This breaks the apical dominance. You are telling the clove, the top is open. There's no barrier. It's time to focus on growing from the bottom. Step 3. Grab your plastic bottle. You can cut a few neat holes in the side, just big enough to fit the garlic heads. Or, if your garlic head is smaller, you can often just use the main opening of the bottle. Step 4. Fill the bottom of the bottle with about 1 inch of water. And this is important. Use filtered water, or rainwater, or well water if you have it. Tap water is often full of chlorine, and chlorine is designed to kill living things. We are trying to promote life. Step 5. Place the whole garlic heads into the bottle with the root bottom, the flat part, just touching the water. You don't want to submerge the garlic. You just want it to wick up that moisture. This is not about soaking the garlic. If you just put this in a bowl of water, it will rot in 2 days. This is about creating a 100% humidity dome. The bottle creates a terrarium, a perfect microclimate. The water in the bottom creates high humidity, and the base of the garlic wicks up the moisture it needs. Now put this on your kitchen counter, or a windowsill, or anywhere out of direct sunlight, and you wait, but you're not waiting long. Here's what's going to happen. Day 1. You'll look at it. You'll see nothing. You'll think, this is dumb. That guy on YouTube is crazy. Day 2. You'll look closer. You might see tiny little white bumps forming on the bottom. Those are the root primordia. It's waking up. Day 3. You'll come downstairs to make coffee. You'll glance at the bottle and you'll say, whoa. Because on day 3 you will see this. Holds up the rooted bulb. Big, white, healthy roots bursting from the bottom. They look like little octopus tentacles. They are alive. They are vigorous. And they are ready. That is the signal. That is a plant that has been given a 3-day head start on life. Now, and only now, is it time to plant. You're going to gently break the head apart into individual cloves. And look at that. Every single clove has its own set of living, established roots. You are not planting a sleepy seed, my friends. You are planting a transplant. And you're going to plant it in a 5-star hotel. Because you can't take this perfectly primed plant and stick it into a cold, hard brick of clay. So let's talk about the bed. This is the only meal this plant is going to get for 9 months. So we have to make it good. First, loosen your soil. Garlic bulbs have to push the soil outwards to grow. If your soil is compacted, you will get small, constricted bulbs. Get in there with a garden fork or a broad fork. We are not tilling. We are not destroying the soil structure. We are just loosening it, opening it up, adding air. Go deep, at least 10 to 12 inches. Second, feed the soil. This is the garlic's Thanksgiving dinner, its Christmas feast, and its Easter brunch, all rolled into one. What's on the menu? Number 1, compost. As much as you have or can afford. A rich 2 to 3 inch layer right on top. This is the main course. Number 2, bone meal. This is the secret weapon for root growth. Phosphorus. It's what those brand new roots are starving for. A good, healthy sprinkle. Number 3, kelp meal. This is the multivitamin. It has all the trace minerals, boron, magnesium, calcium, that garlic craves. What's not on the menu? Nitrogen. Do not add fresh chicken manure or a high nitrogen fertilizer right now. That encourages fast, weak, leafy, green growth. That green growth will just freeze and die, and it will have wasted the plant's energy. In the fall, we want root growth, not leaf growth. We'll feed it nitrogen in the spring. Rake those amendments gently into your loosened soil. You now have a planting bed that is dark, fluffy, and full of life. Now we plant our rooted cloves. Spacing is key. Do not get greedy. I know you want to plant 1,000 cloves, but if you plant them 3 inches apart, you will get 3-inch garlic. You want bulbs the size of your fist? You give them room. Plant your cloves 6 to 8 inches apart. This gives them room to size up, and it gives them airflow, which prevents disease. For depth, the rule of thumb is about 2 to 3 inches deep. A good guide is twice the height of the clove. Make a hole with your finger or a dibber, and place the clove inside, pointy side up. This is non-negotiable. The green shoot comes from the point. The roots come from the bottom. If you plant it upside down, that clove will waste 50% of its life's energy just trying to turn itself around. We don't have time for that. So pointy side up, root side down. Now feel the difference. Your neighbor Gary was pushing a dry, papery clove into cold, hard dirt. You are placing a living root system into a 5-star hotel of compost and bone meal. Who do you think wins that race? The moment those roots touch that damp, amended soil, they are not going to sit there confused for 3 weeks. They are not going to rot. They are going to grip. They will start anchoring that clove into the earth that day. They will be drinking up nutrients, establishing a network, and preparing for winter before Gary's garlic has even realized it's not in the pantry anymore. Okay, they're in the ground. You're done, right? Wrong. You are not done. You are about to do the final, most important step that most amateur gardeners skip. You are going to tuck them in for winter. You are going to mulch, and you are going to mulch heavily. This is not a light dusting. You need a thick 4 to 6 inch blanket. This is the single most important thing you can do to protect your investment. This mulch does 3 critical things. 1. It insulates the soil. It protects your newly rooted cloves from the freeze-thaw cycle, which can heave the cloves right out of the ground. This keeps the soil temperature stable. 2. It conserves moisture. It prevents the winter wind from drying out your bed. 3. It suppresses weeds. This is a gift